I build my decks off of my own personal taste, not a specific role. So if this looks a little wonky to you, oh well, deal with it. It's my personal opinion. I think it's a pretty good deck. I beat my friends a lot with it. Um, technically I don't beat my friends a lot with it. I just made it, but I did test it out on one of my other friends that I don't want to name right now for the sake of privacy. So, if you're hearing cards in the background, that's me just sorting them out. Then the extra deck. Okay, yep, this is gonna be crappy. Oh well. So first off, one Dust Tornado to destroy those spawn traps that are pesky and that you're afraid of. Yeah, it's beat up, but I could just put it, if you put it in a case, it's alright, which I usually do. One Threatening Roar. Another good card for stopping attacks. It's basically, this deck's basically like a stall deck, so that's good. I always can't pronounce the first part of this card's name, even though a lot of people already said it. So if I butcher it, I'm sorry. Sakurutsu Armor. It's actually one of my favorite trap cards to destroy one monster at a time when you're negating. One Widespread Ruin. I basically run one of every single copy, so yeah, just to get rid of unwanted cards on the field that are monsters. Now Sacred Barrel, for the sake of just bringing down my opponent's life points. It's really good. I don't know why I keep on showing you the back here. I know what a back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card looks like. I'm so sorry. This is cringy. Oh well, deal with it. It's one of my first videos. So Frozen Soul. Another really good card I like to use when I'm low at life points, because this deck's going to get a lot of life points taken away. Time Machine. Just because I like to bring back my monsters. And you're going to see why. Graceful Revival. Again, for the same purpose. Call of the Haunted. Same purpose. Now, Shadow Spell. You probably don't see a lot of these cards. I personally don't. But I like to run them. Because it's a really good card to stop attacks and lower your opponent's attack points. Your opponent's monster's attack points. And take them out easily if you have a higher monster. Space Gate. So I can get out my level 1s easier. Even though they can already be normal summoned. So basically, this card's only so I can see what cards I'm getting next, like I usually think its effect says. But I also use it in different ways, like bait or something like that. Rocket Hand. Good trap card for my monsters that I have in this deck you're going to see about. And Phantom Hand. I only have one Infernity. Yeah, sorry, I'm yawning. And you'll see him in a little bit. He's basically the only reason why I have Phantom Hand. But we're going on to the spells. If they'll cooperate, because I'm only doing this with one hand. The first quick play spell is Enemy Controller. So that I'm going to take control of my opponent's monster and have huge attack damage. Dice Typhoon. Well, because I'm a gambler guy myself, like Joey Wheeler, but I wish he used this card. I don't know why he didn't. It's good for his gambling deck. Probably because that came out in their series. I don't know. Toll. This is I think there's actually a better version of it, which is the one I'm about to show you, which I personally think is a better version of it, even though it's completely not related to it at all. Basically, what Toll does is you pay 500 if you're going to attack. DD Borderline. You can see it right there, and in the spell, what it does, and it's really good. That's why there's not a lot of spells in here that are, well, I lied, but I barely use spells in this deck. even if I do get them in my hand. Cold Wave. Oh, why am I yawning? Probably because I hasn't slept for like 12 hours. Really good for setting and baiting. But if you don't want your opponent to activate his or her spell trap cards, or train, or whatever gender you are, I don't care. Not so many genders, even though it's not even 2017. Cold Wave, yeah, good card for that. Ego Boost to give my monsters an extra punch because they're not all that powerful, like I said, as you're about to see. And Monster Reborn because I can bring those monsters back. You know how much I like to bring those monsters back. Now, I know my voice sounds a lot dimmer and a lot more boring than the first video I ever uploaded on this channel, which is like literally the first video. This is the second video. Level 1, level 1, level 1. Basically, this is a level 1 deck. You're gonna see like level 8 in here and 3 level 2s. Sorry I'm so quiet, but it's like 7 something. Okay, so level 3s. I mean level 1s. Super Base Samurai Soul Bust Armor. I'm gonna show you all the Super Heavy Samurais I have right now that are in this deck. They don't really necessarily have a reason other than to equip to the other Super Heavy Samurai I have in this deck. Super Samurai Prep Defense. Yeah. Wake up. Another reason why I don't have that much spells, even though he also can't have traps in the graveyard to summon him. That's why these 3 are here. Because I really actually like to use Super Heavy Samurais, even though I don't have that much. I used to have like about a whole deck of them. Except for like the spells, obviously. Because in like the first episode, Gong did not have any spells in his deck. And I was basically trying to replicate that. But these are 3 level 1s. That's level 3. Don't need level 3. We only need level 1s for now. Now, 1 Battle Fader. To stop those attacks that are really mean to you. Now, here's the Infernity I was talking about. Infernity Randomizer. He's really good because your hand's going to be gone in basically an instant if your opponent's stupid. And he decides to attack with that Battle Fader in your hand, so... Level Leader, so you can bring him out again, and basically... Again and again and again, he's like one of those pesky cards. Well, I think. I play the Underground. I play Underground duels. I don't do tournament rules. Like, I draw on my first turn, I summon... Basically, I don't give a... Gotta keep under PG. Gotta keep under PG-13. It means I can't swear. Because YouTube. Chaos Necromancer, because you're going to have a lot of cards in your grave, a lot of monsters in your grave, so you're going to need Chaos Necromancer to get that attack. He's basically your main attack person, even though he's your attack right now, but... When he's on the field and there's monsters in the graveyard, he is overpowered. Block 1, or... Do I have 2 Block Spiders in this deck? I can't remember. I literally just built this deck, and I can't remember if I have 2 Block Spiders or not. Guessing I only have 1 Block Spider. Or did I show one before? No, yeah, only 1 Block Spider. I do have 2 Block Spiders, but I'm gonna put another one in here, so pretend that's a Block Spider. But speaking of which, 1 Recover. Tuner because I have Synchro Dragon, which is gonna be coming up in handy. The Heavenly Squire. You might think this is just a whole bunch of level 1s and level 3s all bunched up together, but this is actually a really good stall deck I tested. So, yeah. Really good for bringing out a monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense. Which, in most of the Monarch decks, that's actually a good combo with the Underworld Squire. Pit Moth because Xyz material. Can never pronounce her name, but if you guys can, you know this card. Probably run it, but I use this for synchros. All the tuners in here I only use for synchro summons. Rainbow Kuriboh because don't want my opponent attacking. Funny story, in middle school, this Kuriboh was the only Kuriboh that actually survived. All my Kuribohs were stolen. Kree Bandit, Kreeborn, Kuriboh, Wing Kuriboh. All my Kuribohs were stolen. Same with my deck. I had the playable Obelisk in there, but that was stolen. I had Stardust Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon. They both were stolen. I bought Stardust Dragon, Black Rose, and all the other legendary dragons, except for the one Ancient Fairy Dragon, which you're about to see for the synchros. But yeah, funny story, Wing Kuriboh is actually not Wing Kuriboh. Rainbow Kuriboh is the only Kuriboh that actually stay alive, and that's the only Kuriboh I like now because it stayed with me. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my phone with my Cosmic Compass, which for 1, Xyz material, 2, Synchro material. Because if you know, Cosmic Compass can summon out Cosmic Tokens, which can be used for Synchro summons. Now, Crimson Ninja to get rid of those trap cards and for Xyz material. This is what I was talking about. So, use a Heavenly Squire, and this one, you're golden. You're good to go. You can Xyz summon. If you have 3 level 1s on the field, Xyz summon, bing, bang, boom. Now, Sonic Chick, good defense. If your opponent uses a only high-powered attack deck like Jack Atlas and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which is really stupid, even though he can sometimes win with it, which is, I think, stupid. Yusei Fudo's the best, and that, I don't care who you are, he's the best. Deal with it. I'm biased, okay? Leave me alone. Doki Doki. So I can summon out Cobalt Hedgehog, which is one of my synchro materials, which I really like to use for Ancient Fairy Dragon. And Stardust Dragon, when I had him, sad story. And a Princess Piper because, again, it can bring out monsters really good and really fast. Now the level 8, y'all been waiting for. It's not a Monarch. It's Splendid Venus. Yeah, you probably already know this, but that's there's actually supposed to be a "the" there. It was a typo for all the Splendid Venus copies. I really wish they, I think they did this, I don't know, but I really wish they reprinted it to where it said "the Splendid Venus." But, oh well. Now, the extra deck, I run 1 number 83 Galaxy Queen, 1 number 63 Shimoji Soldier, I think that's how it's pronounced, and 1 Mara the Star Bearer. This one is the one with 2 levels, right? Yeah, 2 level 3s, with 2 level 1s, sorry, which is one of my favorites because I can just boom bam with Heavenly Monarch. Queen, really good to protect your monsters, and really good to protect yourself too. Mara the Star Bearer, again, really good to protect lower level monsters and himself. And Ancient Fairy Dragon, really good. I actually really like this one. It's actually one of my favorites to destroying the field spells. If you're facing Earthbound Immortals, this is actually really good against them because just negate your opponent's field spells, destroy them or whatever, deal damage, and it's actually a really good card. Really like it for this deck. So I'm gonna be doing other deck profiles that I've built. Yes, there's one with all links and Cybers, which I personally made right there. But don't just ignore that SpongeBob. That was when I was a little kid. Okay, shut up, leave me alone. I don't use that anymore. My sister bought me that for my birthday. Basically now it's just a room tour. Hole in the wall. I threw my friend through that. It was just a little play fight. Accidentally kicked/pushed him with my foot into the wall. We still have an argument about that. Uh, well, this was a nice video to make. I really enjoyed making this deck. Maybe next time I'll show you my other favorite deck. This deck. Mix of, hold on. Probably shouldn't show you too much of it. Let me try and find the card I'm looking for before this video drags on too long. Probably already dragged on long enough. Yusei Fudo, and just give me the spell card. I don't even care anymore. Sorry for the bad quality sound. It's not my fault. And now I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, Yugo from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. They are both my favorite synchro users, and not just because Clear Wing is an upgrade of Stardust, but because I just like him in general, and his character, like the little tsundere going on, like he's like you couldn't have gone out of here without me, Ren Ren, or something like that. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Have a nice day, and see you next time.